Amanda, hey, it's been a while, hasn't it? How have you been doing since the last time that we spoke? Well, I hope.
Eric! Wow, what a surprise. Gosh, how long has it been since the two of us last talked? I almost can't even remember. Yes, I've been doing well, thanks. What about you? Everything good on your end? Are you still always swamped with work?
Well, it has already been some time since I took over my dad's company. But thankfully, things have started to settle down a bit recently.
Well, I am sure that if your dad could see you now, that he would be more than proud of you. You've really done some great things with his life's work.
Thank you. And if I'm being honest, it was probably better that I took over the company rather than my little brother. But you're Tom's wife. I shouldn't be saying these things to you. That was rude of me. Sorry.
No, Eric, I think that it is just as you say, to be honest. After all, we both know that Tom has a tendency to act before thinking. I really don't think he would be suited to run a whole company. I mean, just think of all the trouble he might cause. Not only for your company's clients, but for the employees as well. I know that Tom took it kind of harshly when you were chosen over him, but he is trying really hard with his own job.
It's not his fault, though. He was just really spoiled by our parents when he was a kid. He is just used to getting what he wants.
Right, I forgot that your parents had him quite a bit after they had you.
Yeah, I think that might be why they raised him the way they did. I mean, he was practically raised as a single child by people old enough to be his grandparents.
That is true. Even I've noticed that Tom doesn't handle it well when things don't go his way. But I was my parents' youngest child too, so it's not like I can really say that I wasn't spoiled either.
It's just one of those funny things about having and raising kids, I guess. But actually, I am messaging because I just heard something about Tom's debt. Is it true that you really paid it all off for him?
Yeah, I did, but it's really okay. I knew what I was doing.
I don't know. I was just thinking, do you really think it is the best idea to do those kinds of things for him? I mean, he should be the one to pay it off, not you.
I know. It's just I have been saving up for a long time, and I really don't like the idea of my husband carrying that much debt around with him. So I figured it would just be easier if I paid it and got it done with. And Tom agreed to pay me back in installments, so it really is fine.
I just can't believe that Tom would even let you do that for him. Well, at least let me apologize on his behalf.
No, it's really all right. It really wasn't even that much, I promise. It is really not that big of a deal. And Tom even agreed to stop betting on football, so I think we have seen the last of these problems.
But, I mean, honestly, to rack up all that debt just by gambling. He's a married man now. He has other responsibilities that he needs to think about. Amanda, are you sure he isn't taking advantage of you?
I don't know. I kind of think that it's okay for a wife to spoil her husband every once in a while. And I do my best to make sure that it never goes too far. Besides, one of the reasons people get married is to have someone they can count on when they get in trouble.
You really are too kind, do you know that? But if Tom ever takes things too far, please don't feel like you have to do everything for him.
Thank you, Eric. That is very sweet of you to say.
I just really can't believe him. It seems like he has been nothing but trouble for you since you two got married. I've tried calling him and telling him that he really needs to sit up and fly straight. After all, I'm probably the person that he fears the most in this world.
I heard that you've done that. But please, Eric, I think you should just give him a break. At least this time. He is out on a business trip right now, and I think the last thing he needs is a talking to from his older brother while he's there.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well then, I guess I will just have to save my lectures for when he gets back. I promise that I'll say something that will scare him straight.
Okay, thank you. I think he gets back in a couple of days. So, have your speech ready, okay?
By the way, where did he go for his business trip? I think he might have mentioned something a while back, but I can't really seem to recall right now.
Oh, that is no problem. I don't think it is a big secret or anything like that. He went to Chicago. Even though it's for work, this is the first trip outside of town that he has taken in a while, so he was very excited for it. He's even been sending me pictures of all the things that he's seen since getting there.
Well, he should be taking his job more seriously. A business trip isn't some kind of free vacation.
It's not that serious. Besides, I enjoy getting to see pictures of a town I've never been to before.
You really are too kind. If I just paid off someone's debts and they went away on a trip, well, I really just don't know what I would do.
Well, like you said, it's not a vacation or anything. He is there for business. I mean, I don't think he is the kind of person to take a trip somewhere all by himself anyways. But don't worry, I'll try and keep him on a tight leash just for you. I'll tell him that he should be focusing on his work when he sends me messages.
Thank you, Amanda. I would really appreciate that. And if anything happens, just please let me know. I'll make sure he knows not to mess around on the clock anymore.
Okay, Eric, thank you.
Hey, Amanda! Did you see the last picture that I sent you?
Hi, Tom. Yes, I saw it.
The hotel my company set me up with is just incredible. I mean, getting to stay in a place like this, it's like something from a dream come true.
Well, yes, it is true the companies usually try and go out of their way to give their employees nice hotels to stay at during business trips.
But I really thought that I was going to be in some dingy little motel with barely enough space for my suitcase. I guess this place had a lot of vacancies, though, so my company decided to give me a little upgrade.
Is that picture you sent me from the room that you're staying in there?
Yeah, it is. Isn't the view great?
Then, who is that woman standing next to you? I can see her in the window reflection.
What? What do you mean?
I mean, why is there a woman with you in the room that you're staying at? I think something is up there.
There is no woman here. What are you talking about? Are you sure you didn't see a ghost or something?
Well, for a ghost, she shows up pretty darn clearly in your picture. Anyways, can you just tell me who she is? Now, Tom.
Oh, her. She's just a coworker is all. We came on this business trip together.
So they put a male and female coworker in the same room together?
There weren't any other available rooms here. This was the last one, so we have to share it.
You just told me that the hotel you're at had a lot of vacancies, remember? So what happened to all of those other rooms, huh? Your story isn't adding up, Tom.
No, you've got it all wrong. I did say that, but, well, it isn't that weird to have to share a room on a business trip, right?
Even if that were the case, you should have told them that you're married and didn't want to share a room with another woman. I mean, can't you see how it looks with that woman in your room? And now that I think about it, you did seem just a little too excited for the business trip. And the hotel looks more like some kind of luxury building than it does a normal hotel.
No, it's not like that, I promise. We were just having a meeting here in my room. But there is nothing weird here going on at all, I promise.
You just keep tripping over your own lies again and again, don't you? If that was really the case, then why didn't you just say so from the beginning? Is this whole business trip just a lie too? Are you just traveling around with this other woman behind my back?
Please, Amanda, let's just calm down for a second.
Did you forget that I just used my own savings to pay off your debts? I do that and then you turn around and go on a trip with some woman? What are you even thinking, Tom?
No, please, this is all a big misunderstanding. I just remembered I have to do something. I'll message you back soon, okay? Bye.
Are you kidding me right now? You get back here and tell your wife the truth like a man. Don't run away from me.
I'm not running away, I promise. I'll be back tomorrow, I swear.
No, Tom. Don't even bother coming back here ever again, okay? I don't even want to see you ever again.
Hey, Amanda. What's with this picture you sent me? It looks like the view from a hotel or something.
Eric, I sent you a picture that Tom sent me of the hotel where he is staying at right now. He sent it to me not that long ago, and so I forwarded it to you.
Well, it certainly is a nice room, but I'm a little confused as to why you thought to show it to me. Wow, does Eric's company really set up all of their employees in nice places like this when they go out of town?
Eric, please. I need you to look closer. Look at the window. Do you see anything reflected in it?
The window? Hold on a second. It's a woman?
Yes! You can see her clearly too, right? I thought he was going to be in that room by himself, but now he's there with someone else.
Someone else? Do you have any idea who it could be?
No, I have no clue. But Tom was saying that he and this woman would have to share the room for his business trip. His business trip that I think has actually been a lie this whole time.
So you mean you think that Tom is cheating on you right now?
I think he might be, yes.
Did you try talking to him or anything like that?
I did, but he just gave excuses and told me contradictory things. It wasn't adding up. But if he really isn't on a business trip like he said, then maybe that was just another excuse to get away from this other woman. I don't know. I'm just so confused right now. What do you think, Eric?
I think that now that you say all of that, something is definitely off. But I know Tom's CEO, so I will get in contact with him and see if I can get any more information about this whole business trip. We'll find out from his boss whether this trip is what Tom says it is.
Thank you, Eric. I am so sorry to come to you with this, but it would help me so much.
Amanda, I really don't even know what to say to you right now. I know Tom was pretty reckless and irresponsible, but I just don't even know how to react.
What was even the point of all the things that I did for Tom's sake up until now? No matter how busy work was, I would always make sure to take care of the housework. I paid off his loans, and in the end, he was just using me this whole time?
Honestly, if what you say is true, then he really is just the worst. By the way, do you know what he is up to right now?
He made some excuse about having to take care of some business and stopped responding to me. He won't even pick up his phone when I try to call him.
Well, that tells you just about all you need to know, right? If he is trying to avoid talking to you, then something has got to be up.
I feel the same way. How could he do this to me? I don't understand.
Well, Amanda, what do you want to do next? If you want, I have some pretty good lawyers that I could introduce you to.
Lawyers? Do you really think I should go that far?
Amanda, you didn't do anything wrong. My idiot brother did. So please, let me take care of him. You just focus on yourself right now.
But I don't even know what I should be doing. I mean, I am sure he is thinking of some clever excuses to try and weasel his way out of this. Do you think he would come back with this woman when he returns here?
Amanda, I think that you should talk to some lawyers and consider your options, even if it means getting a divorce. You have rights, Amanda. You don't have to take this lying down, you know?
No, that still wouldn't be enough for me.
Amanda, what do you mean by that?
I mean, I want to take everything from that man and leave him with nothing.
I understand. What Tom has done is just unforgivable.
Eric, you told me earlier that if Tom ever took anything too far, that I shouldn't just let it slide, right?
Well, yes, I did say that.
Well, did you mean it? You said that I could call on you if I needed help dealing with Tom. Did you mean that too?
Of course I did, Amanda. Maybe we have all been a little too soft on him lately.
Well, I want to take everything from that man. And I do mean everything, Eric. When he comes back, he won't be coming home. He'll be entering into his own personal hell.
Okay, Amanda. I can tell that you're serious. I'll help you get back at Tom. I promise. Hey, Amanda. My key can't seem to open the door to our house. Did something happen while I was away?
Oh, Tom. You're home earlier than expected. Then again, I'm a little surprised you'd even come crawling back here now I know about your little affair. I guess it was a good thing that I called the locksmith when I did.
Wait, what? You changed the locks on our house? Why would you do that?
Did you really just ask that, Tom?
But it's our house. I don't understand.
Do you really think that you still even have the right to call this house ours? Where do you get off? Did you forget that I know all about your little secret, huh?
But Amanda, I brought back so many souvenirs and gifts for you. I got lots of things that I thought you would like. So please, can't you just open the door and let your husband inside his own home?
Oh, really? And who picked out those presents, huh? Was it that woman you were with? Did you really think something like that would make me change my mind about you? If so, then you're even more stupid than I ever thought. I don't need your gifts.
Wait, Amanda. Please, can't we just talk? I can explain everything, I promise.
Oh, really? Did you finally come up with a good story to tell me after you stopped responding to me yesterday? Is that why now you actually feel like talking again?
You're right. I'm so sorry about yesterday. But there was just some serious business that I had to take care of right away. But now I am back and ready to talk about whatever you want. I promise.
And just what do you think it is that I want to talk about, Tom? If you're going to try and tell me about the woman you were sleeping around with, then don't bother. I already know all about her.
What? How do you know about her?
So you really don't have anything else to say? Are we done here then? I guess all that is left is to have you sign the divorce papers, and then my lawyer can talk to your lawyer about alimony.
What? But I don't want to get a divorce or anything like that.
I don't remember asking what you wanted to begin with, Tom.
Please, you at least have to hear me out, right? You don't have the whole story. Then once you hear from me, you can decide. That is only fair, right?
I don't care. I have already made up my mind and there is nothing you can do to change it. Yesterday, I went with your brother down to your office to have a little talk with your boss.
What? You were with Eric yesterday?
I thought I'd get his opinion on your little picture after you stopped responding to me.
But if you told my brother... Oh no. He is always such a jerk to me. Do you realize what you've done? I'm going to be in so much trouble.
You're already in so much trouble, Tom. Besides, Eric promised to help me. We both agreed that we had let you get away with far too much and that it was time to do something about your behavior. Which means that not even your parents are going to be willing to take you into their home again now.
What? But then what am I left with? And what does Eric have to do with this at all? He wasn't a part of this.
Well, you will have to take that up with him. Eric told me that he would take care of you himself. Though I think that after that, you are probably never going to hear from him again.
Okay, Amanda. I can understand why you're mad right now. But don't you think that you're taking this just a bit too far right now?
What? Oh no, Tom. Did you think that I was done? Not by a long shot. Divorce you and sicking your brother on you isn't nearly enough to sate my anger.
What are you talking about? What else is there?
I mean that when you cheated on me, I decided that I would take everything from you. I want to leave you with nothing. No house, no family, no money, no job, nothing. And not just that. I want to make sure that you never talk to that other woman ever again.
I don't understand. What are you saying? And just what did you go to my office to talk about?
We just told them what you were getting up to on your vacation. Then your supervisor mentioned something about your inappropriate workplace conduct, as well as how you running off on your little vacation caused trouble for the company with your absence. It sounded like they had basically just decided to let you go.
You mean that you two got me fired? You have got to be kidding me. I take one little spur of the moment vacation and they think that's enough to fire me?
It's not just that. We were told that in the past few years, your performance has really declined and that it's costing them more to keep you on than you are worth. I mean, why would a company want to keep a useless employee? Of course, they would try to find a way to fire you.
Look, I'll own up to the fact that I shouldn't have taken that time off. But I'm a good employee.
Oh, really? Because we heard that your work is always full of mistakes and is borderline unusable most of the time. Does that sound like a good employee? And don't think that you can talk your way out of this one. Eric and the CEO of your company appear to be quite close. And I asked both of them to not let you get away with what you've done.
Why would you say something like that? You've ruined my career.
Yes, there goes your job. Now I suppose it is time to move on to the woman that you were seeing behind my back. I don't think that she is going to be contacting you anymore.
What is that supposed to mean? Did you get her to block me or something? What is going on here?
I know that that woman was working part-time at the same company as you. So we asked for her contact info during our visit to your office as well. I guess she really didn't know who she was dealing with when she decided to carry on an affair with a married man.
But how did you find all of this out?
It all goes back to that picture from the hotel that you sent me, Tom. I showed it to your supervisor and he recognized her right away.
You can't do that. That's an invasion of my privacy.
You sent that photo to me. I can show it to whoever I want. And I had to show him some kind of proof that you were away on a little vacation. I guess it just so happened to be that I showed him the picture where your little girlfriend is reflected in the glass. Apparently, she told her boss there that she had the flu to get out of work, so she was technically on sick leave.
But what did you tell her? Why would she block me?
Because I told her that I would be suing her for interfering with my marriage unless she blocked you. She was so scared that she promised to never even go near you ever again, and to quit her job and go find work at another company.
But she's a single mother. Didn't you know that? If you forced her out of this job, then how is she going to provide for her kids?
That really isn't my concern. She should just be grateful that I agreed not to sue her. Besides, do you not even feel the slightest bit of responsibility for this right now? And do you think that I should really pull my punches with another adult making a conscious choice just because she's a single mother? I really don't care what happens to her as long as she keeps away from you.
Amanda, you are taking all of this way too far.
I'm only taking it as far as my hate for you, Tom.
But it's not like I've ever cheated on you before this. I really think you should be a little more understanding and calm down.
Tom, I have done so much to try and provide and help and support you. And yet this is the way you turn around and show your gratitude. I don't think I'm overreacting in the slightest.
But why did you have to go and get Eric involved? I mean, I thought that you two really didn't even talk that much. When did you two get so friendly all of a sudden?
To be honest, I didn't think that Eric would go as far as he did to help me with all of this. But I guess as your older brother, he has a strong sense of responsibility to clean up your messes. I should have married a man like him instead. How did I even end up with a good-for-nothing little worm like you?
I can't get into my home. Can't even go home to my parents. Where should I go now? What should I do?
I guess you better go pitch a tent or figure something out. Luckily for you, we have that camping set here in the house. I can hand it over to you if you want.
Amanda, please. You are being ridiculous. I'm not going to go sleep on the streets in a tent. It's the middle of winter.
And why is it my job to try and find you a place to stay anyways, huh? You got yourself into this mess. You figure it out. I have been in your corner, taken on your burdens, and tried to make sure that everything always goes your way for long enough. Well, I'm not going to be babying you any longer. You are on your own now. Do you hear me?
I'm sorry, okay? I'm so sorry. About the cheating, the debt, all of it. Now just please let me back inside. Not even my parents are going to take me back now. I have nowhere else I can go.
You know, the only reason that your brother agreed to help you in the first place was because he saw how much I was doing for you. How much effort I was always putting in to see that you had your needs and wants met.
But he's my older brother. He should be helping me, not you. How can he turn his back on his own family like this? How can he be so cruel?
You know, your brother even tried to apologize to me in your place. But you? All you have been doing is giving excuses and trying to get out of any kind of consequences for what you've done. Well, now I've made sure that you're all alone, with nothing left to your name. That way, you can never hurt anyone again. Tom stood in front of the house for a long time, crying and begging for forgiveness at the top of his lungs. He was causing such a scene that passers-by who saw him were bewildered at the spectacle of it. But I stood my ground and refused to open the door to let him in the house. I just went to another room and ignored him. The only time he heard from me again was when I presented him with the divorce papers and the details of his alimony payments. After that, I cut him off entirely and lived my life as if he never existed in the first place. It took some getting used to, of course. But soon I found that I was much happier trying to think about life that way. Now he hardly ever shows up in my thoughts, and I much prefer it that way. I still keep in touch with Eric, however. He still feels bad for me over the whole thing. He also kept his promise to me and agreed to never have anything to do with his little brother ever again. We don't talk that often, but I invited him to my wedding when I remarried. At first I felt a bit conflicted about inviting him, but I told him that I wanted to put the past behind me and go forward on my own path. To my surprise, Eric was overjoyed for me and gave me a ton of wedding presents. He seemed to really enjoy himself at the wedding, so I'm hoping that both of us have managed to release Tom from our thoughts and lives. It really is sad that the effects of Tom's actions did not just hurt me, but actually ended up hurting and affecting those around him as well. I can only hope that now he realizes the true cost of what he did. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.